What drove you to actually, make the detractor calls yourself, which typically is done by a middle manager?
I mean, one was the genuine quest to really understand where we could improve.
Hmm.
So, we as a business, even before we put in NPS, we had real pride in ourselves in terms of how we were looking after the client,
Mm,
but we didn't have any measurements. We didn't have any. We didn't have a set of railroad tracks to help us in that journey.
mm,
So, ringing a client that was unhappy was part of the way we did business.
mm,
So being able to ring a real detractor that's marked you down and understand it,
mm,
and then go back to the people that have delivered the service and talk to them about the customer's experience and how the customer felt,
mm,
uh, was gold. It was invaluable, and not only that,
mm,
it certainly made people focus when they got a detractor that, well, if I don't ring this detractor, somebody else is going to ring them, and I pretty well know who that'll be.
mm, mhm. No,
So that
absolutely.
helped too.
Mm. And it sends a strong message, right? Because I think staff, the one thing they do is they're constantly looking at their CEO and the leaders and say, what are they focused on? And if they are focused on something, I should be focused on something as well. It sent a clear and strong message throughout the organization that, you're serious about this and, you're really focused on customers, which I think was really great.
And the other thing is you can talk to your staff with authenticity about ringing a detractor.
Mm,
Because if you look at the typical detractor call, you get the detractor on the line,
mm,
and the first 10 seconds they're going to vent. So
mm,
you let them vent.
mm,
Then you tell them that, "Hey, I want to hear more," and you start asking them questions, and you can hear their voice change. And all of a sudden, they go from being upset and angry to, "Oh, this person's going to help me."
mm,
And
mm,
being able to talk to your team about that journey
mm.
helps them, and they realize they're not alone.
Hmm. And I say to people, when you make the detractor calls, you're kind of like, the brand guardians, like you're the ultimate brand guardian. And it's actually such an interesting call. And most people, more than anything else, they just want to be heard. Most customers want to be heard. And once you do that, you can see a dramatic shift. And they don't actually expect you to call. They don't expect you to view their survey response and they don't expect you to call. So when you call, it's such a positive experience for them. It's quite amazing.
Actually, the third thing they don't expect is that you follow up and make change. And when the detractor, you've pleased them on two levels, and then 3 days later you send them a note and say, "Oh, by the way, this thing that you were complaining about, we've changed our process so that doesn't happen again."
Mm.
Bang! You've now kept the customer, which was the name of the game in the first place.
Watch the full episode now. Link in the first comment.